Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the world you are. We'll go over today how to accelerate your AI solutions using TIBCO analytics. Specifically, we'll talk about how TIBCO partnership can help you do that. I'm Amol Khire. I'm the global head of OEM pre-sales, and with me, I have Minerva Datta, who is the solution consultant in the OEM pre-sales team. Today, we'll talk about first, we'll understand what the AI landscape looks like. What are the business as well as the technology challenges driving the AI landscape and growth in this field. Also, then we'll look at how can you as AI product or solution company monetize this massive AI opportunity. What kind of technologies you need, what kind of partnerships you need, and what kind of business capabilities that go along with it. Then we'll talk about specifically how TIBCO Analytics can help you differentiate your AI products and solutions. Lastly, we'll cover the TIBCO OEM partnership in terms of both the aspects, how you can sign on and be a OEM partner, what are the benefits we provide, as well as what are the capabilities and advantage in terms of our product stack and features that you can leverage and gain from the OEM partnership with TIBCO. So now let's look at what our AI landscape looks like, what's really happening in the AI world. First of all, what is it that is driving the interest and growth in AI? On one hand, you have better technology, improved compute capacity, cheaper compute, as evidenced by the growth of AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, and so on. Then we also have a lot of research and developments in terms of the algorithms that are being developed by different universities, also the hardware that is being developed in terms of power GPU capabilities, AI chips, all these combined to accelerate your AI workloads and also reduce the cost of compute. Next thing, we are also in a midst of immense change in the industry where a lot of investment is coming into this field, right from large corporates to governments to the World Economic Forum, also a lot of venture capital funding coming into the startups and the new companies. Pretty much everybody is investing massive amounts into the AI ecosystem, be it like the Googles, the IBM Watsons, or like a young startup that is setting up a shop. So all this combined, right, both better technology and investment is driving the growth of AI from a demand perspective. We also have all the business model changes that are happening in the world in terms of digital differentiation. So everybody is going through a massive digital transformation, be it a retailer or airline or a healthcare company. And to do that, they need to improve their operational efficiencies as well as customer experience. And here AI comes into picture. As they are doing that, they need better algorithms to differentiate themselves from competition. Also, there is a lot of AI tooling that is growing. You have a lot of new tooling options, Google TensorFlow, Watson, Azure Machine Learning, and many other libraries are getting open sourced or freely available for entrepreneurs as well as innovators to leverage and develop their algorithms. Things like DevOps tooling, governance, model management, all these things are getting very, very relevant and important. On the other side, everybody kind of is looking at different AI applications. How can you apply AI to improve things that you have been doing for quite some time? For example, applying AI in the healthcare business or the IoT applications, right? Solve existing problems using novel algorithmic driven approaches. So all these changes, right, in the academic industry and governments are kind of driving this whole shift or investment into the AI as a domain or as a application. So now let's look at what's the impact of AI in terms of the net economic value added. In a recent McKinsey report, they have estimated that AI is going to add a value of up to $5.8 trillion in the global economy. So as you are developing your AI analytics application, it's not just important to build the analytics part of that, but also very important to understand how you can incorporate the AI technologies, the AI middleware as a part of your products and solution. And this will help you monetize the complete opportunity out there in the market. So the key question is really now, how do you add those AI capabilities in your analytics application? And that's where TIBCO, we can help you. So from terms of monetizing the AI opportunity, you need certain minimum capabilities. Firstly, you need a solid technology platform from a product and technology capability perspective. That's where you need all the features and functionality available from an AI middleware perspective that you can bring into your applications. Next thing, you need business or domain capabilities. That's where typically you would want to differentiate yourself in terms of focusing your development resources on adding the domain and the business capabilities that you differentiate in. And when combined, the business capabilities with the product and technology capabilities, that's when you can try to monetize the opportunity from a go-to-market perspective. So here is where TIBCO product and capabilities come to the table. First thing, as you embark on your AI and digital transformation journey, as a customer, you need a lot of existing systems. You have all your data in various systems, databases, processes. So you need to interconnect all your existing systems, data, processes, layer them up with APIs, and make it available to not just all over your organization, but to your external partners, suppliers, and so on. So once you have interconnected all these things, then you really have the power of your existing applications via APIs available for adding further value in your digital journey. Next thing, once you have interconnected everything, you need to add or apply algorithms on the data. Apply algorithms not to replace, but to differentiate your human capabilities. That's where we call it as augmenting your intelligence. Let's say you're a doctor trying to diagnose a patient via a healthcare app. Now, first thing is you need to interconnect all your systems, your medical records, your other healthcare systems, your hospital management systems, and so on. Once you have interconnected everything, now you need to apply different AI algorithms to help you detect a particular condition faster, or to help you manage the outcomes of your patient in a much more differentiating way. So all these things require a powerful data science, a powerful visual analytics capabilities, and that's where we can help you with that in terms of augmenting that intelligence. So once you interconnect and augment your capabilities, that's where the platform helps you differentiate your products and solution. That's what we call as the TIBCO Connected Intelligence Platform. So in a nutshell, this is what we do. TIBCO Connected Intelligence, we help you connect your systems, people, processes, existing enterprise systems. We make you have sense from your data, apply data intelligence, apply algorithms, apply data science, machine learning on top of your data, and learn from your data. And once you have learned from that data, we help you augment the intelligence, augment your human capabilities, or act in an automated fashion on top of that data. So together, the TIBCO Connected Intelligence Platform, once embedded into your AI products and solutions, can help you differentiate in the market. Now let's look at how we do this in a little bit more detail. So here is the AI landscape that we have previously looked at. So on one side, you have your business value. This is where you will differentiate as a product or a solution company. This is where your R&D will be, the PhDs you hire, the domain specialists you hire, whether you are a healthcare analytics or a chatbot, human-machine interface type of a company, or whether you are doing more specialized things like fraud detection or IoT smart factory type of ecosystems, any type of product or solution you have, this is where you would want to differentiate or spend most of your resources in terms of maximizing your IP. And then to achieve all this, you would need a solid technology foundation. This is what I call the AI middleware, where you need fundamental capabilities like a solid data science platform. You need state-of-the-art data management capabilities. You need visualizations on top of your AI. And once you have all this, you need to be able to layer it with APIs so that you can participate in the or monetize your AI applications through the API ecosystem. So in doing all this, you need to focus your time and energy, your resources on developing your core business value and your IP, and leave the rest to a robust and mature platform such as TIBCO AI middleware. And once we do this, we operate in a completely infrastructure agnostic way. So whether you are deploying on AWS or Google Cloud Platform or Microsoft Azure or any private cloud, our technologies support all these platforms. So whatever your IP you have developed, whatever the business applications you have developed, you can easily deploy it across all these platforms and not have a vendor lock-in. Now let's look at the capabilities of our data science and machine learning platform. So today with me, I have Minerva Datta, who is our expert solution consultant in TIBCO Analytics, and she'll walk you through how TIBCO data science platform can help you differentiate in the AI landscape.
Thanks, Amol. Let's now look at the visual data science aspect of TIBCO, specifically focusing on the data science platform. Here are a few things you need to consider when looking at TIBCO. We are an algorithm agnostic layer. What that means is that if you wanted to connect to any of the popular data science frameworks, be it, say, Google TensorFlow, we would be able to help you connect seamlessly without you having to figure out the details of that connectivity. We also have a collaborative UI-based development as a standard across most of our products. And we make sure that proper data hygiene and data best practices are followed. That means that every product has a model management and governance system, and it makes the life of all the data scientists and engineers very easy, because now you can focus on the important details like data science and leave governance, management, and all of that to us. Now, massive data crunching and analytics is a part and parcel of data science. Again, we have the best-in-class performance and scalability with our data science platform. And that means that you can be rest assured that you don't have to only do an analysis, say, in memory, but you can manage massively scaled clusters without getting into the nitty-gritties of the platform underneath all of that. So let's look at these specific capabilities in a little more detail. When I say algorithm agnostic, what exactly do we mean? Let's see this in terms of a few industry standards. So if you were talking about modeling languages specifically, agnostic there could mean that we don't care if you're a D3 enthusiast or you like to code exclusively in Python. We support this kind of diverse development out of the box, so you can focus exclusively on developing your IP. We also provide you with a very easy user interface that can factor in these diverse development paradigms so that people who are not as savvy as you in, say, Python can develop with your code as building blocks for that particular algorithm or project implementation. Now, let's get into the other kind of agnostics. When we talk about agnostic in execution formats, we mean that if you were to run a PMML model and that it was in the popular RDS format, or if you were to run a standard PMML model, you could have all of these models living together in one environment. talking to each other, and functioning such that your main model is not affected by the kind of language you or other developers in your organization speak. And finally, when we talk about a scalable execution environment, the most common buzzwords out there are Spark or Hadoop, and we natively support these out of the box. So you don't have to worry about how to distribute your workload. We have a lot of best practices centered around a scalable execution environment that can work on CPU or GPU compute capacity. Next, let's look at collaborative UI-based development. Now, when we talk about collaboration, many of us are used to the Jira or Slack style of communication, even more so with social media. So our platform does take into account that you'd like to comment or talk against a certain version and hear more from your colleagues about what they think or what they want in that version. Our systems are intuitively very chatty, very modern and intuitive with this collaboration style. On top of that, you have the tool work via a drag and drop interface. This abstracts a lot of the complexity. To get a feel of how this looks, the visual on the right shows a data blending workflow which highlights the GUI-based development paradigm. Let's get to the next slide and look at model management and governance. Model management concerns good data hygiene and best practices. Data management comes to TIBCO with considerable experience. We've incorporated our learning about interconnectivity here and made sure that your ability to push your machine learning pipelines to, say, an AWS cloud is seamless. To help developers here, we have abstracted the underlying complexity of knowing AWS or Azure in order to push to cloud. TIBCO is agnostic to the underlying cloud platform. And we are agnostic because we have done the groundwork of learning all competitive cloud frameworks and abstracted this knowledge into a simple push to cloud button, for instance, within our platforms. Talking about scalability, best-in-class performance and scalability is a part and parcel of our data science offerings. So data science can do its magic only when there is a considerable amount of data. And that means that you have to deal with massively scalable machine learning. In memory, our code might not give results as promising as an in-cluster predictive model. So in order to make sure that you get the best of both worlds, if you ever wanted, we come with the ability to scale to massively parallel architecture paradigms. As an OEM in your product, these capabilities out of the box would allow you to significantly differentiate from the competition out there.
Thanks, Minerva. That was a great overview of the data science capabilities. So now that we have understood what the data science capabilities are, one of the fundamental things that you need when you start an AI project is, and before you can apply any models or algorithms, is that you need to ask the first question, okay, where's my data? Often your data in an enterprise environment is pretty much all over the place. You have databases, files, you have data lakes, Hadoop, you have all sorts of environment. You have NoSQL, new types of data stores, IoT and sensor data. So you have all this data in all over the place and trying to combine that data in the data virtualization environment. So here we have a typical data virtualization environment in which you can combine all this data without actually moving that data. Now, why do you need a data virtualization or a DV environment? Why not a data lake? So you can one of the options is to create a massive data lake where you move all the data and move it into one centralized platform. But often that is very slow. It's often a 3 to 5 year project just to move all your data into one place, cleanse it, make it ready, and then try to apply models, algorithms, and get insight from that data. So in this approach with TIBCO data virtualization, data stays where it is. You don't need to move it. So if your data is in your Oracle or other databases, it stays there. Any data in your data warehouses, big data, it stays there. And we have over like 70 to 80 connectors to all these different systems, cloud systems like Google BigQuery, traditional databases, big data systems, files, IoT. We have connectivity to all these systems, and we can integrate that data. We can fetch the data from all over the place, cache it, make it available for you in a nice performant fashion with scalability and high performance. And then once you have this entire data, now you can think of applying algorithms, applying models, different type of AI and deep learning algorithms. You can visualize that data, as well as you can make that data available to your enterprise applications in a ESB or in a microservices environment. Now once you have all the data virtualized, the next thing you want to consider is, how can I start adding value on top of my data? What is it that you need to differentiate your AI solution out there in the market? And one of the best ways to differentiate your solution is to make sure that it has a nice visual appeal. It looks beautiful. So one of the things that you need to start doing as you have all your data is you need to apply different types of visualizations, different forms of visualizations like geospatial, different types of charts, network charts, different types of approaches like maybe visualizing your deep learning models or algorithms. And then once you have this full set of visual capabilities that you need, you can actually present a story. You can tell a story to your end customers in terms of how the data that they have, when applied, when the AI models and the data science models are applied to it, how can it be presented? How can it have value? How can it be meaningful to business users, technical users, citizen developers, all of the personas in your organization? And that's where you can bring out the value from the data. And TIBCO has a industry leading Spotfire platform where you can differentiate, where you can apply different types of visualizations to your data, not just the normal visualizations that we see like pie charts and bar graphs, but we have pretty advanced visualizations like multi-layer maps, geospatial maps, and so on, where you can visualize all this data and kind of differentiate your AI products and solutions. So once you have all this visualization as well as the virtualization platform ready, now you can start embedding your visualizations, your data, your algorithms, bring out the value of the AI applications via the and present it as a modern visual analytics through different shapes and forms. You can have, maybe you have a SaaS application on the web. You can embed the all this AI applications or the dashboards, the value, the visualizations, the data science in the web applications and present it in your SaaS applications. If you have mobile applications where you are engaging with your users or having providing differentiating customer experience on your mobile applications, then we can also make sure that all the visualizations and the analytics work on a mobile phone as well, mobiles, tablets, as well as you can think of embedding traditional desktop applications. If you have advanced engineering applications, oil and gas, drilling, where you have more of advanced engineering users, you can think of having a desktop client and then embed all this AI visualization and capabilities as a part of that. So TIBCO supports embedding your AI applications, making it embeddable across all these spectrums: desktop, web, and mobile. So now that you have seen how data science, virtualization, as well as visualization can add value, next thing is everything is being talked about in terms of digital transformation. And one of the fundamental tenets of that is making sure that all the capabilities in your applications, in your business, in your solutions is available via a easy to consume API to your end customers. And in turn, the end customers can also make sure that their partners, their channels can interact with them via APIs. So once you have these capabilities, now you need to think, okay, how can I API enable my AI applications? And that's where TIBCO also provides solutions for you to easily create APIs, add choreography to the APIs, make sure you have microservices or other mechanisms to design those APIs, to develop those APIs, as well as make sure that they are enterprise grade in terms of managing them, securing them, productizing them, and providing analytics on top of those APIs. So once you have the AI application and solution, now you can also API enable them and provide a comprehensive API platform, API enabled AI platform or solution to your end customers. So now that we have seen what are the product capabilities that TIBCO brings to the table to accelerate your AI product and solution development, let's also look at the TIBCO OEM program. TIBCO OEM program is where we engage with you via a OEM partnership, and we provide various ways, like both in terms of tools, techniques, subject matter experts, to achieve success together. So you can think of TIBCO as a true partner in your product journey, in terms of having a faster time to market with TIBCO by embedding our products and capabilities as a part of your solutions. Once you do that, we also help you get free training in terms of leveraging our products, access to go-to-market resources, subject matter experts who understand the data science, the AI domains very well, and can help you integrate our products faster in your technologies, and then also provide differentiation in terms of making sure that the industry leading products from TIBCO, which are rated pretty highly in the Gartner and other quadrants, once they are part of your product and solution, it can also add differentiation for you in the market in terms of having a state of the art leading product and capabilities as a part of your AI solutions. Apart from that, we also have pretty flexible pricing in which we help price our products in a way that you go to market, so that understand your business model and help you succeed with that in mind. Let's also look at some of the things where TIBCO is differentiating in terms of what the analysts are saying. So don't just take our word for it. Also, let's have a look at some of the magic quadrants where TIBCO has been leading or is been rated as one of the leaders. One of that is the data science and the machine learning platforms, which is absolutely fundamental to a AI product and a solution. So here in the 2019 version of the Magic Quadrant, TIBCO is rated as one of the leaders, and that way you can be assured that these leading capabilities, whatever the analysts have reviewed, rated, are available now for you to embed in your platform, and you are getting the best of the best products that has been rated highly in the Magic Quadrants. And once you embed that as a part of your AI product and solution, that can be also differentiating for you when you go to market. Here is a reference that I wanted to discuss. One of our wealth management solution providers, and they have embedded TIBCO platform, TIBCO Connected Intelligence platform, as a part of their AI product and solution capabilities. So before embedding, they were pretty slow in terms of how they could turn around and provide recommendations to the customer or to their end customers, doing only about 10 models per month. It was a manual process to verify, validate each model, and make sure that the model is deployed in production and it's available for the end customers. After embedding the TIBCO platform with the rapid virtualization capabilities, with the data science capabilities, and the easy to use overall embeddable nature of the platform, now they can do about 40 models per week. So from 10 models per month, they went to 40 models per week, and that has dramatically improved their velocity of trying out new ideas, putting them out for their customer. In turn, their customers can now get much better recommendation, more personalized recommendation, more something which is tailored for their unique needs, and that kind of in a way increases the customer engagement and the customer satisfaction if the customers are able to get more tailored wealth management advice for their use. So that's a good example of how the whole capabilities of the platform can be applied in a business situation for a customer to kind of then embed in their products and solutions and go to market with it and accelerate their customer engagement and differentiation. Thanks a lot for listening to the webinar, and definitely would like to hear back from you on how we can help in terms of adding our product capabilities, in terms of having a discussion with you on how embedding TIBCO's products can help you accelerate your AI product solution development. Do reach out to us at oemcampaigns@tibco.com, and looking forward to hear from you. Thanks for listening, and have a nice day.